I am Dr. Raja and you are watching my YouTube channel IT Tech Trends. Now we start our FTP server configuration. Lab objectives are configure FTP server and enabling file transfer, network setup with a router, switch and two PCs, create an FTP user, assign a password and set permissions, IP addressing and network device configuration, using get and put FTP commands to transfer file. For our topology IP addressing for the server and the router, I used a class A IP address 10.10.10.1 and for a server .2. For the respective network, I used IP class C IP address 192.168.1.1 and .2 and .3 for the respective PC. I already deployed the devices and labeled them accordingly. Now we are going to be configure all those, the PC 0, the desktop IP configuration is class C IP address 192.168.1.2. I just copy and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and the default gateway we need to assign it. Default gateway is the router interface which is connected to this respective the network is. If we do not assign this default gateway, we are able to communicate within the network. Unfortunately, we are not be able to communicate outside the network. So we need to be assigned that the gateway is a default gateway for the second PC .3 and then default .1. Now we're going to be configure the router both interfaces, and we check first interface this LAN side the FA0/0 and for the FTP server side is FA0/1. Click on router and you will see at this time both these are red, and click on configure and the fast ethernet 0/0. Now the 192.168 IP address .1 and subnet mask, and click the port status on. So this side will be turned green now, but still this side is not turned green because we did not configure it. So we assign the IP address for this 10.10.10.1. Copy this is there, don't need, and port status on. Now this one is also turned green. Now I will configure our FTP server. So desktop and then IP configuration. Its IP address is 10.10.10.2 and the subnet mask. I copy this and default gateway because this one is also connected with the router. We configure our FTP server and both the connected the PCs. I will check their connectivity through the ping command. First I will check within the network 192.168.1.3 is successfully communicating, and the sent packet 4 received 40 loss. Now I will check the connectivity with the server FTP server. So 10.10.10.2 is first time is one or twice is failed, but then it starts successfully sending the packet. Now we will try second time, is successfully going to send the data. So sent 4 packet, received 4, loss 0. We communicated, and now we configure our FTP server. Click on the server, then services, and under the services click on FTP. Make sure the services must be on. Okay, now by default it already have a user with this name Cisco and the password Cisco, and all the permission write, read, delete, rename list are assigned. We create a new user and assign a password and then assign a permission. So Cisco 1 is our new user and password is Cisco 1, and permission are write, read, delete and list. Then click on add. So all users are created, password is created, and all the permissions are assigned. Okay, to upload and download the file, first I'm going to PC0, and we check in the directory. There is a node.txt file which I'm going to create a test file now. So I'm going to be using a text editor, and simply I just add this is my first test file, and I can save it, and I can give a name test1.txt. make sure you must have to give its extension. Click OK, and now you can check through the directory and the file should be there. We just created this file test1.txt. Now we will upload to our FTP server using a FTP command and the IP address of the FTP server 10.10.10.2. It's prompt for the username Cisco1 which we just created, and its password Cisco1. We successfully logged into our FTP server directory. So test1 file is not there. Now we upload the file. To upload the file, we use a command put and the file name test1.txt, the file we just created. This file is successfully transferred. We can check into the server directory, and you will see the test1.txt file is uploaded here. So to leave the FTP server, just put quit, and we exit from there. Then we go to the next PC. In this PC, the first we can type directory, and we can see the file is not here. Now we download file from FTP server to this PC. We use the same command FTP and the IP address of the FTP server. And username Cisco1, we just the one which you earlier created, and its password Cisco1. So we log in. Now we use a command. We use a command put to upload and get to download the file into our respective PC. Test1.txt, full file name and its extension, and it says file transfer successfully. So you quit. Now we check our PC directory. So using a directory command, and it shows that the file is successfully downloaded. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. And make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching.